Thank you for tuning in to the My Positive Perspective Internet Show today, where we feature individuals and groups who share the common goal of improving the local Charleston community. Today's episode is brought to you by Vistaprint, who reminds you that first impressions are always important. Joining me on today's episode is Richard Souffant. So, Richard, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Jason. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. And your company is called BidLan. So why don't you tell me about how you started that and what the purposes are of it?
Yeah, so my company is called BidLan Incorporated.
Okay.
And we incorporated last year around the October time frame. And the premise behind my company is helping small minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, and disabled veteran businesses gain traction within the procurement space.
Okay.
So we have a platform where MBEs can join our platform. We have different contractors who put in contracts, and our platform helps sift through all of the contracts within that space. And specifically for your business, it finds the contracts that you're more than likely to win.
Okay.
So it drastically cuts down the time it takes to do sales and marketing, prospecting, and gain relationships. Some that may take years to gain. But if your business is qualified, what this does is it puts you in front of the contracts that you are able to win right then and there.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, because the goal of any company, whether it be nonprofit or for-profit, and you are a for-profit company.
That is correct. We're a for-profit.
Okay. But, I mean, it's difficult to make money, and one of the things you need to have before you make money is those relationships and then community involvements. And it sounds like, BidLan kind of helps take care of this problem so the company itself can focus on making the actual money.
Absolutely. You're 100% correct.
Okay.
And that's the best part about it for the buyer or the contract originator. Because you have a company that's now more focused on the scope of work that they are assigned to complete, as opposed to saying, oh no, we got to scramble and go to this gala or this event or this networking group, or and spread their time kind of thin, when really they should be focused on doing the first project right, and then they can move on to the second project, because within our system, it shows them which projects that they're more than likely to win based on their credentials.
Right, okay. And also, whenever you're running a business, you need to form partnerships with other businesses. You need to have, find out who your supporters are, who your competition is, who you need to, get on board with your, your company, essentially.
Right.
Talk about your ethnic roots. You said are Haitian.
Yes.
And I find that very interesting. Of course, we remember the bad earthquake. I guess it wasn't too long ago. Was this any type of motivation to start your company or anything?
Well, absolutely. My parents are born in Haiti. I was born in Miami, Florida. However, of course, I grew up within the Haitian culture. Been to Haiti many times. And when the earthquake happened in Haiti, we gathered a lot of support around here. I wanted to do something. I worked in the trucking space at the time. And I was able to get a container full of goods, and we shipped it over to Haiti. And from there, that kind of springboarded the idea, because I was able to meet local people that were very influential, which led me to form BidLan Incorporated.
Sure. And I mean, you have to start somewhere. I mean, every company, every business has to start somewhere, and then like you said, you grow there from there on out.
Exactly.
What do you have any examples of companies that you currently help or plan on helping in the future?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So first I want to say two things. One, human capital is important.
Mm-hmm.
I gained human capital, and that's why BidLan Incorporated was formed.
Mm-hmm.
I met people, and we just saw that we had something in common.
Sure.
But to that point of helping companies, I was actually found on LinkedIn by a trucking company, which is a woman-owned trucking company. And they were pretty much about, I'd say, 2 months before going out of business. They're about to go out of business. They were upside down financially. And so what I've learned is I learned a little bit about the financing space and how to gain finances as a small business and things of that nature. So I took ownership of part of the company. And now we're starting from the ground up. I was able to find them $53,000 in financing. Okay, wow. And I found them a new office. They're actually right in the heart of the Charleston area. And we were able to procure a couple of different customers for them through different means. And so now they're actually thriving and they're growing along. So that's one company, one example of a company that we helped, and the goal for that particular company is to grow them to the point where they can bid on some of the bigger RFPs out there for companies like a Michelin, companies like a Volvo, which is coming to town.
Yeah, they are coming. Yeah, to Jedburgh, I think. Or
yes, around that area.
Sure.
So now this trucking company will grow from a small mom and pop organization to an organization that's able to handle large contracts like a Volvo. Great.
Well, tell me, Richard, what would be a way that a company could get in touch with you if they would like your assistance?
Well, great question. They can easily go to www.bidlan.com.
Okay.
That's www.bidlan.com. They can register their company, and we'll be able to see that information. Or if you want to reach us directly, just go to info@bidlan.com. That's our email address. It goes there. It'll go out to several different partners within BidLan, and we'll get in touch with you and help you with whatever you need.
Great. Well, if I could go back real quick, you mentioned finding funding. Could you be a little more specific with that? How you found like the $53,000 from the company?
Well, there's several different ways to go about getting financing. We'll probably not get around to them on this show.
Yeah.
But you first have to know what you have. So that was the first thing for me, is looking into the books of the company and seeing, well, how's your credit? How's their personal credit? How's their business credit? Do they even have any? Some companies don't have any, especially as a small business. But once you assess some of the problem areas, then you're able to match up what type of financing they may need.
Sure.
So there's several different ways to finance a company, but the first thing you got to do is you got to look into the books, and you have to see what they actually have.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we can discuss all types of different forms of financing, but if you don't specifically know the ins and outs of that company and how healthy they are financially, you may be spinning your wheels, trying to judge one financial prospect from another.
Okay, well, that's a great little business lesson there for you, all everybody out there watching, and we thank y'all for tuning in to My Positive Perspective. Have a great day.
Thank you.
On a sunny day, I feel my thoughts drift away. Only good vibes and good times living in my brain. On a sunny day, catch me damping in the shade, feeling so fine and so high. Oh, my sunny day, still I hope all my efforts will one day pan out. But love within, you'll never be without. So I roll, feeling strong and so invincible.